YT, it's your girl 90302, and I wanted to come to you really quickly and share some of the things that I purchased from Imats New York. Imats New York was held this past weekend, and it was being held at Pier 94 in New York City, and that's located on 55th and 12th Avenue. Last year, the year before, they had held Imats on Mercer Street, and it was the very first time that they had Imats in New York, and that venue was a little smaller. So this year they moved it to a bigger venue, which was really gorgeous. It was right off the water. The temperatures this weekend were phenomenal. It was a really gorgeous day. So we all got to take in Imats. One of the things that I will say that I think they can work on for next year is they need to, one, get a better arrangement for the different booths, because out of all the vendors that were there, Inglot and NYX was definitely a mess. It was just kind of like they had it in a square shape, and so navigating in and out of and around those two locations made it really difficult to try and get and see all the things that you might have wanted to see or swatch and purchase. So other than that, I really had an awesome time. I got the opportunity to meet the Fancy Face. She is just really gorgeous and a beautiful lady, and I enjoyed being able to meet her in person since I am one of her subscribers. I also got to meet Desi 1016, and Desi is also an awesome lady. She is very beautiful. I did also have the pleasure of hanging out with some of my subscribers, and I want to shout out Miss Shells 423, Sexy Diamond, Advanced MUA. All of these ladies were truly beautiful and radiant and bubbly, and I really had a ball hanging out with them. And I also want to thank my girl Tracy Cooper, who came from Maryland, and she's not on YouTube, but she's really avid in the makeup world, and she really loves makeup, and so that was her first Imats experience. So hopefully she really enjoyed herself. Alright, so I want to welcome everybody to my channel. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, and I am going to quickly get on with this haul. When you first got into the venue, you know, you always get the big Imats bag, and on the other side it said Royal Langnickel, which is usually the sponsor of Imats, and as you can see, each year the bags are really gorgeous. So this was just an extra one that I picked up. Alright, so where do I begin? First up, I got to go to Jesse's Girl, and Julie G. I want to thank her. She is a really awesome YouTube blogger. Her line stayed busy literally all day long. Like, there was just gobs and gobs of people trying to get to meet her and take photos with her. So at the Jesse's Girl booth, she had her new polish line, and so if you purchase 3 of the polishes, you got 3 of the polishes for $10. So I picked up 3 of them, and I'm going to quickly run through them. This first one is called Julie's Fave, and it's a really beautiful coral color, and it looks like this. The next one that I picked up is called 9 to 5, and 9 to 5 looks like this. Really pretty. And the last one that I picked up is called Chipro, if I'm saying that right, and I'll leave the names down below of all the polishes. And this is like a really beautiful kind of nude color for, you know, just an everyday wearing to work type of color. So I got that. So if you were one of the first 100 people and you printed out the coupon from Jesse's Girl, you also got a free gift. And so the free gift comes like this, and inside of here you got a polish, one of her polishes, and this one is My Private Palace, and it looks like this, nice and glittery and shimmery. And so this is going to be a great color to put over top of other shadows. You also got one of the Jessie Girls cream eyeshadow collection, and this is the collection number 1. And inside of here you had a little mirror, and then you had all of these cream eyeshadows. And then the last thing that you got was one of the Jessie Girls eye dust, and it looks like this. It kind of is very reminiscent of MAC's Vanilla Pigment. So you got all of those items for free. So those are the things that I picked up from Jessie's Girls. Then it was on to tackle Inglots. And Inglots, like I said, I wanted to get a 20 matte palette, but I couldn't even get to the colors to pick out what I wanted because I had left my little trusty list at home. And yes, Shells was joking me about my list, but I told her you have to come there kind of prepared. So the only things that I was able to get from Inglots was I got my gel liners that I wanted. And so this first one that I picked up is number 83, and it looks like this, a really gorgeous purple, and I will give you a swatch right there, and I will swatch it out on my hand. So I got number 83. The next one that I picked up is number 79, and it is a beautiful red, and I poked my freaking finger in it already. So but that's what it looks like. That's it swatched out on my finger, and there is a swatch of it on my hand. And these Inglot gel liners are really gorgeous, and they're very creamy, but you have to remember when you're using them, remember to close them up tightly, because I have heard people say that if you don't, they'll dry out. And then the last one that I picked up is number 74, and number 74 is like an eggplant color, and it looks like this. There is a swatch on my finger, and there it is swatched out on my hand. So those were the 3 little things that I got from Inglots. So I will have to wait till makeup show to try and get my actual matte palette, eyeshadow palette. Next up, I stopped at NYX and took a stab at trying to get to NYX. I really wanted to get to see if they had any more of the new matte eyeshadows, but they did not have any of the new matte eyeshadows at the show. So the ones that I am going to show you, though, I ended up going to Ulta, and I picked these up from Ulta. So the first things that I picked up is I picked up this eyebrow pencil, and I got this one in yellow. And there is a swatch of the yellow. I picked up this lip liner in Nude Truffle. And Nude Truffle is swatched right there. The next thing that I got was a lip liner in Currant, which I actually duped myself for this. So if someone would like this, just inbox me and I will send this to you. So there is Currant. The next thing that I got was a lip liner in Brown Black. And there is a swatch of the Brown Black. And the last one that I got is a lip liner in Pinky, and I had been looking for this one all over the place and could never find it, and so I finally got it at the show. And so there is Pinky. So I got those pencils. Then I also picked up 4 more jumbo pencils, and this first one that I picked up is in cashmere, and cashmere looks like this. And there's a swatch of cashmere. The next one that I got is called Sparkle Nude. Let's get that name. And Sparkle Nude looks like this. And there is a swatch of the Sparkle Nude. It's very close to the cashmere one. This next one that I got is in Night. And Night looks like this, kind of like a smoked out gray. And there is a swatch of Night. And the very last one that I got was in Baby Blue. And Baby Blue looks like this. And there is a swatch of the Baby Blue. So I got those 4 jumbo pencils, and then I picked up 5 of the matte lipsticks. And the very first one that I picked up is called Indie Flick. And Indie Flick looks like this. And there it is swatched on my hand. The next one that I picked up is called Sweet Pink. And Sweet Pink looks like this. And there is a swatch of Sweet Pink. The next one that I picked up is called Audrey. And Audrey looks like this. And there is a swatch of Audrey. The next one that I picked up is called Natural. And Natural looks like this. And there is a swatch of Natural. And the last one that I picked up from NYX is called Angel. Alrighty, hopefully this is focusing. And Angel looks like this. And there is a swatch of Angel right there. So those were all the NYX products that I got at the show. I'm going to quickly show you the 5 NYX just to keep everything grouped together. New matte eyeshadows that I did pick up from Ulta. I was told that this particular eyeshadow was a dead ringer for Max Saddle, so I picked this up, and this is called Dance the Tide. And Dance the Tide looks like this. The next one that I picked up is called Beneath It All, Underneath It All. And Underneath It All looks like this. The next one that I got was called In the Buff. And In the Buff looks like this. The next one that I got is called Covet. And Covet looks like this. And the last one that I got from NYX is called, not NYX, from NYX, from Ulta, is called Betrayal. And Betrayal looks like this. Okay, so those were all the things that I got from NYX. Then I went to, let's see, Alcone, I think it was, and I got one of the Embryolisse face and eye contour, smoothing eye contour care kits, and it looks like this. And it just is a good cream for under eye circles, bags, and wrinkles, and it comes in a little tube like that. The next thing that I got from Alcone was one of the face-to-face super matte anti-shine creams, and it looks like this. Okay. Then I took a stop at MUD, which stands for Makeup Designery, and last year at Imats they were there, but they were there just as their school. This year they were there and they had some of their products. I wanted to get one of their foundation palettes, and the foundation palette was like $90. They didn't have a very big discount, but I guess it was okay. Their blushes were like 2 for $40. So I only picked up one of their blushes, and this one is called Pumpkin, and it comes in a little package like this. And so there is Pumpkin, and just from looking, it looks like it could kind of be in the same line as Max Raisin. So that is Pumpkin swatched out on my finger, and there it is swatched out on my hand. So I picked that up. The next thing that I picked up was, I'm always hearing Goss Makeup talk about Kit Cosmetics, and so I went over to Kit and kind of got shade tested for one of their foundations, and I am shade N9, and it comes in a package like this, and this was like $22, I think it was, and you get this much product. And so here is the N9, and it swatches kind of like that on the finger. Looks a little, now that I'm home, when she put it on it looked great, but it looked, you know, kind of red, but we will attempt to work this out. I will come back and tell you how well I like this foundation. So I picked that up. Alright guys, I see that I'm already at 17 minutes and I haven't finished the rest of this stuff. So I'm going to stop the video right here and I'm going to come back with part 2. Alright, bye.